Did we not stoke that culture war enough?
There's a boat full of Chinese trans athletes flying on public toilets off the coast of WA. And Albo gave them visas.
Fuck it, looks like you've finally cottoned on to all our bullshit, Australia. And so now it looks like we might lose this election. Of course, that's how it looked on the eve of the last election too. So if you'd like to help history repeat, we ask you to please relax, take your eye off the ball, and let yourself be lulled into a sense of security as we ramp up the Scott fuckery to unimaginable levels during this final crucial week. Starting off by telling you that we'll change if you re-elect us. Sure, our entire campaign was built on vote for us because you know who we are and you don't know the other bloke. But then we realised the problem is that you do know who we are. So now our slogan is vote for us because we'll be someone else. There's more Scotties you haven't seen. We can be loose units too. Are we desperate? Sure. Are we all out of ideas? Absolutely. But are there enough of you left who we might just convince to re-elect us? We fucking hope so. Australian government.
Alright, bye. Government and improve, please.
Thank you for watching Season 2 of The Honest Government Ads, and to all our patrons for making it possible, especially...
Jimmy on a beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. 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 B-O-O-M-E-R, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on a
Okie
beat,
dokie,
boy.
boomer.
Okie dokie, boomer. There we are.
There we are. I think we're working now.
I see us in a few places.
Oh,
I'm trying to get us on Rumble, though.
God, you look great. You look great, Chanda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't tell you who you look like because I can't remember.
Just call me Mick Oz. I'm Mick
Oz.
Mick Oz.
Okay.
I'm
Oz.
trying to get my Mick Wallace on from
You're getting your
Parliament.
Scottish on tonight,
Yes,
huh?
I am, and he
Okay.
is a fighter. So I just
Yes, he is.
I've got to emulate all my heroes these days because we don't have that many heroes. How is everybody tonight?
Like, what? You have any left?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we do. I really don't. Eric, T-Red, Eric's trying to help me get the call in. Eric, what I ended up doing was I took a hatchet and I just chopped it up, so it's all taken care of.
That's the best way to deal with anything.
No, I haven't had a chance to even get anything done. I've been fighting with YouTube rules today, and I think we've got them down, I hope. Kate Kamshwari, Kate's in the house. She is our first monetize in the house.
Kate, you're the first one to give us a super chat.
Yes,
Thank you so
it
much.
is.
So this is how to get super chat started.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Yeah.
I was going to announce it. I think it's the next slide down or after we get through our disclaimers.
Yeah, let's throw a couple. I love that Beauty and the Boomer card you got behind us. That's the rooftop thingy. That is nice. I just want to remind everybody, if they don't know what the definition of the First Amendment, got it up here. It's a little blurry and small, but always refer to that when you're trying to not get censored. And we want to have fair use, of course. And of course, the big reminder here is, and I don't know why I have to do that, satire is a noun. It's with irony, sarcasm used to expose and discredit vice or folly. So that's
no shit.
Yeah,
no shit. Okay.
I don't know why I have to remind people of that all the time. Am I too loud? I think I'm too loud.
I don't know. Do you guys think he's too loud? I think he's fine.
I think I'm too loud. I don't know. Anyway,
maybe if you are just a hair, but not very much.
Yeah, I like this hair. I think it's going to be too hot in the summertime though. So
yeah,
but
definitely.
I'll have to get a.
It looks good with your fuck censorship shirt.
Yeah,
so.
that's why I wore it. I didn't know what shirt I was going to wear with it, so I've got my.
No, it looks good.
I got my inner hippie on, And so that's anyway. So I'm trying to emulate some of my sisters and brothers.
Sarah's 1976 says sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds.
So yes, this week it happened. We pushed over the hump finally and became a YouTube monetized partner, especially with the type of content that we have brought for the last 2 years. It was very difficult for us to get there, but we couldn't have done it without you guys and your support. Some of you guys have been with us since the very beginning. Some of you are new. Welcome. And I just want to give a shout out to Farron from Fair and Balance, Farron Franzak. Thank you so much for shouting us out so much and helping us get over that plateaued hump we were in, with the YouTube.
Yeah, they've been killing us for a lot. Becca C. Thank you, Becca. See, I love the hearts. I love that little face.
That's so cute. This is fun. This is fun. Yeah. I mean, Rockfin's fun too.
Yeah. So when are they going to take us down tomorrow?
Here's the thing. Okay, I had to delete like half of our content. We had 10,000 hours. We only have 5,000 now.
Yeah.
The things I had to jump through hoop-wise to get us monetized is so funny. Like, oh my gosh. A lot of our stuff, like these shows, probably won't get monetized ever. We're just going to have to clip them and put them out.
Yeah, we do.
But I don't want to change our style. We don't want to change what we've done. A lot of the stuff that we bring you guys, we take copyright claims on, and it's very edgy. Like sometimes we're at risk of having plug pulled on us. And YouTube's forever expanding and changing its copyright, infringements, what it considers their community guidelines. So you never know.
We don't want to upset our friends at YouTube. We know they're looking out for our best interests daily.
Yeah.
So we want to we want to reach across the aisle and work with anybody that's willing to work with us. There's only one thing we have to say about that, and that's fuck censorship. So that's maybe we get that
our way or the highway.
Yeah, I mean for real.
No, for real. We never thought that we would ever even get monetized.
Yeah, this 1,000's been. We've had some of our good sisters and brothers, friends of ours, seriously, friends of the show, they support us too, but they blew past us, and they'd only started they had a channel up for a week.
All of them.
Yeah, they had up for a week.
Jackson. I mean, we could just go and list them all. I mean, whatever. We were the small fish, and we know we're the small fish.
Yeah.
We didn't care because what we were doing was flying under the radar and not really. We didn't have the big dogs watching us.
Yeah, I'll reiterate again. This show is not to necessarily bring you any extra or different information. It's how we bring it. Saturday night, we're trying to go back to the idea of Saturday Night Live, where we can loosen up and have a laugh at some of the stuff. We don't want anything, that makes people cry so much. But for the most part, it's just unwind and, do your thing. So,
right. That's right.
We're
just going to do it the way that we do it. If we get taken down, we get taken down.
Yeah, we get taken down. We get taken down. So
we tried. We're trying.
I'm gonna call out the Rockfin. You call out the YouTube tonight. Can you do that?
Hey, Rockfin, what's up? Let me see. Yeah, seeing you over at the Rockfin. Thanks for hanging out over there. Oh, Fred Edwards. Riley Martin was the first one through. Thank you. Jim, welcome, Jim. Kate, I see you over on the Rockfin, Kate. I know a bunch of you all have been on vacations. I hope y'all had a good vacation. Jeff B, welcome. There's a bunch hanging out over there. Who do you got on YouTube?
I have. Well, first I'll call out this wonderful. Is that what do we call them over here? Super.
Call what? They're super chats.
Super chats. Yeah, from left to the left. Great coffee, Oz. Congrats to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, left to the left, and I'm glad you got. And Kate, I hope you get yours because it shows that it was delivered today or tomorrow to that address that you're going to. Steve Cutler, what's up? We got Gamer.
Cutler.
Cirrus. Hey, Ella, Jilly. I'm kind of out of order. Yeah, I'm out of order here, guys. Sorry.
We're all out of order.
SFT,
Lucky.
what's up? Vic, Trish. God, we got all these wonderful people in here tonight. And Trish, who else we got in here?
Yeah,
Crone of Anarchy, one of our newest
welcome.
Big boomer there. Crone of Anarchy, thank you so much for coming in there. Let me see, who else did I miss? Becca C. I got Becca C. I want to make sure I call it everybody.
I don't know where you are.
I'm all over the place. Fred Edwards in there, and L. Is that right, L? L. Okay, L. I'm sorry, L. I'm Fair and Balance is throwing us big sacks of money. I appreciate it. Thank you, Farrah. Anthony, what's up, Anthony? I think I got everybody right now. I'll try and call you out in between. Popeye.
We're going to talk about,
Chris Foster.
Are we on Rumble? I can't find us on Rumble.
Yeah, we're on Rumble somewhere. It's showing that it's running over there. I don't know if it's running or not. I can't tell half the time.
I don't know. It's making me sign in, do all that.
Let's talk about Big Boomer a little bit here, shall we?
Big Boomer. Oh yeah, our Patreon. Our Patreon's growing, and it's kind of going to be one of our central hubs now. We're going to put a lot of work into our Patreon, and so that's where we'll be emailing. That's where our email list will be. If you join our Patreon, you'll get emails. We're going to have private Q&A like hangouts in the Patreon once a month, and
we're going to do the really uncensored stuff over there, I think. So
and that's just it too. The stuff that we know we can't really bring to YouTube, we're going to do exclusively on Patreon.
If we don't get a copyright hit every week, I don't feel like we're doing our job, but that's not our goal
right.
to do that. Right. We're trying to be as honest and fair as we can. Again, I want to say if you guys would like to support the show, the number one best way to support the show for now is Patreon. And of course, we love the super chats and the super rays, but you can go over to Patreon and become a monthly, and you can unsubscribe anytime you want, but you can be a junior boomer, a mid boomer, and a big boomer, and you get a production card at the end, and they're looking good. We've got Kamshwari Kate in there. We've got Corona Anarchy. We've got who else we got in there? We got Lizzie in there.
Lizzie Pickles.
Lizzie Pickles in there, and do we have 3 or 4? We got 4, don't we? Big boomers. I don't know.
Last time I looked, there was 3.
3.
Okay,
3.
Yeah.
So anyway,
you can join on. Be a big boomer.
That's the Patreon pitch. Okay, I'm gonna double check this again, see if there's anybody. L, Becca C. I think we got everybody. All right, let's kick it. Let's get it.
We got a huge deck tonight. It's a big deck. Big deck.
Yep. I brought this one. This one was good news, I think. Australian voters deliver strong message on climate, ending the Conservative government's 9-year rule. And I think that's great. Scotty the scumbag's out, and Labor is in. I'm not going to go too much into this other than I'm kind of surprised since Australia is owned by the Rothschilds. But I'm glad that. But what did it take for them to finally do this, Chanda? It took floods. It took fires. It took weather events that are just unconscionable.
Being locked down and arrested. For weeks.
I mean, is it going to take that before this country?
Oh hell yeah! No,
gets rid of their duopoly? Is that what it's going to take? Everybody getting bit in the ass so hard that they actually finally get up and do something about it. So anyway, we're happy. Congratulations, Australia. I hope it does some good. And that's...
Thanks for keeping us updated on Australia's politics.
Yeah,
honestly, if it wasn't for Juice Media, I really wouldn't know anything about
so check out Juice Media.
They're
They're the best. I know practically everybody knows them and patronizes Juice Media. We hopefully we're doing them justice by sharing their content. And I see it made the bestseller list. Your favorite book.
It was my turn.
It was my turn. Boy, she had a rough week or a rough Friday news dump.
She did have a rough week.
Holy poo.
We're going to talk about this. I like this other meme. Biden's son, Romney's son, Pelosi's son, Kerry's son are all on the board of directors for energy companies doing business in the Ukraine.
Oh my God.
Glad you gave them $40 billion.
Ruh-roh. What do you mean 40 billion? How about 53 million plus? And a couple of million here and a couple of million there. Like I said, this
I think it's up to like 70.
Yeah,
really,
this should
in my mind.
Yeah, you don't. You don't know what's coming after that. So anyway, we alluded to, and most of you who are in the know or follow this, guess what happened? CNN is throwing their worship, their idol Hillary under the bus.
No, really?
Yeah. And this isn't even one speck of dust compared to the pounds of shit that criminal
that should come out about 2016
and the Clinton crime family
Clinton crime family.
Honest to God, they are horrible.
Is this a case of kind of like with Amber Heard that karma does eventually come for these people. Even like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby thought he got away with it, right? And even though he's not in jail anymore,
he
got called out for it, right?
Yeah,
but that's the type of justice we have when you're rich like that. So she'll take a slap on the wrist like she always does. She's never in any real danger of being prosecuted or having her skeletons aired, because anybody who could ever have an inkling of leverage over her had an accident. Yeah,
I don't believe that for a second. I think she's going to triple down.
She will triple down.
I've never seen the Clinton crime family ever mea culpa to anything, ever.
No.
And it's because of all the skullduggery and cloak and dagger shit that they've had going on for years.
Yeah.
I wrote in response to this article when I put it up. When will the neoliberals who screamed this was a Russia disinformation campaign grow some courage and go after the Clinton crime family, all of their co-conspirators and sheep and that perpetuated those lies? And all I've heard is crickets so far.
They never will. Are you kidding? They're the same people that have ran the State Department, the Department of Justice. I mean, we know Nina Jinkowitz or whatever. She was one of Clinton's big freaking campaign. They're all the same people. They're the same as the Obama people. Do you think that Obama had his own separate people and they don't like the Clinton people? No,
they're all in bed together. They're all spooning. So but this has got to get them a little bit nervous. And one more reason why they're trying they're trying to throw it back to the Republicans because the heat is on, man. And it's your turn, guys. I picture this big tennis match, and they're just hitting that ball back and forth. You brought one from Fox News.
Fox News. Well, do you think CNN's going to talk about Robbie Mook's campaign testifying 2 days ago?
No,
hell no. So I had no choice but to bring Fox.
All right, let's check this out.
If you don't know who Robbie Mook is, that's Clinton's campaign man.
Yeah, he is a mook.
Oh, yeah, he's a mook.
Got it out of order. Let me get it back and try it again.
What?
How did that happen? Let me try that again. Okay, we don't want that one. We want this one.
You jumped the stone.
I jumped the stone, man.
We're jumping the deck tonight.
We want this one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one is still. Man, am I stoned? What's going on here?
Maybe. Did you get stoned in the green room?
No, I didn't.
Keep the contact high. By Robbie Mook. Imagine he's with the Clinton
it's
campaign.
It's my favorite. Nazi Barbie.
He says this. We told her, Hillary Clinton, we have this, and that's the information about this bank allegedly having this communication, or at least the server suggested so with the Trump organization. We told her we have this, and we want to share it with the reporter. She agreed to that. This is the information that turns out was baseless or nothing suspicious.
What I find so ironic, Kaylee, is that as this sort of explosive testimony has uncovered what was at the root and who gave the blessing for them to disseminate false information that was amplified 1 million times over by our mainstream media, we are hearing nothing but crickets from the media now over this. Let's look at what instead that they are focusing on. What shells are they placing over what's actually important to this country, because they want to divert our attention otherwise. But obviously here on Fox News, we are covering it minute to minute. And keep in mind as well, just in the back of our minds as we listen and watch this unfold, that this trial, as David said, this is over providing false information, right, and perjury. That is a hook that a lot of people can be on the hook for the more we learn, and especially potentially the person that was just named as who did give that blessing, Kaylee.
Yeah, really important information there. Kennedy, another quote that stood out to me, this is again from Robbie Mook. He says this: we didn't have the expertise to judge what we were briefed on. And he was briefed by Mark Elias, who was another attorney about this information. He admits we didn't have the expertise, but he says we decided to give it to a reporter so the reporter could run it down more. It's their decision whether to publish it. Sounds a little bit like passing the blame.
Yeah. Well, and you also give it to reporters that you know aren't going to do their due diligence and investigate the story and talk to the FBI and talk to sources. They ran with it because they were all so opposed to the idea of a Trump presidency. Mark Elias, of course, in charge of the law firm that paid for the Steele dossier. All of it has proven to be false. And it just goes to show that Hillary's campaign, they were desperate, they were losing. This is a case of wag the rat. And, but, talk about a political losing harpy.
A political losing harpy.
Okay, so for those of us who were there, we were there. I was on the ground for all of this. I mean, we were battling Robbie Mook in real time in the convention center in 2016 on the convention floor. So this is September of 2016 when they get this fake information and they pass it up the buck to Hillary and they decide, yeah, let's put this out there and wink, wink. We'll let them decide if they want to check it out. It's hey, it was just hearsay. We gave it to them. It's not our fault that they didn't fact check it. And it's not our fault that when they did fact check it, they said that it was true, right? Because that's when they started the whole fact check bullshit, was on the Russia conspiracy. And that's what we knew it was. I mean, being inside the Democratic Party for all of that was a freaking nightmare. I mean, delusional people. It was like riding in a car with a bunch of drunks and you can't get out. Like, you guys are insane. This is not real. There's no facts. There's no validity. And we kept saying that. But, she thought for sure this was going to clinch it for her. September, she was going to be over the top. And remember, Comey was pulling that shit right around that time, too. Remember when he said that they were investigating her, but, there's not going to be any charges, that whole crap. Yeah.
Now there's two things I got to say about this. Okay. First of all, that report by all those Fox harpies, by all the
Barbie,
Nazi Barbie, they were too tame. I would have come unglued in that report. I would have said she needs to be indicted now, and the campaign and everybody involved. I mean, I would have just gone ape shit on that. And the other thing is, what do we have with Hunter Biden's laptop this week? What's going on?
We got some stuff.
No, this is great. I mean, the house of cards is falling around them, and I'm going after them. I can go after the Republicans anytime, but this is great because they've been.
I spent 30 years going after Republicans.
I'm tired of the Republicans.
To find out it was the Dems that were screwing.
So I do want to say here, Love, Death, and Robots. Here, you did that wonderful gift there. I recognize that right away, and you look good. I saw that episode quite recently, as a matter of fact, and I said, God, Chanda would look so cool refaced on her. And of course you did it because you're taking up space rent-free in my brain. So what do we got here? What's this one? Is this United Spot?
This is a United Spot. I got a couple United Spots. They've been on it today. They've been dropping some
let's check it out. It's a short one. Here.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Bill, it looks like we've done it again. Yeah, we sure did. Hey, we're gonna get away with this, though, right? Of course we'll get away with it, Bill. Oh, good. We're untouchable. Good. Bill? Yeah? Did you remember to make it look like an accident? I thought you were gonna make it look like an accident this time, Hillary. No! I specifically told you to make it look like an accident, Bill. I thought you said you were gonna make it look like an accident this time. Bill? Yeah? How long have we been doing this? Long time. And how many times have I told you to make it look like an accident? Every time? So why didn't you make it look like an accident this time, Bill? Well, I was out to dinner with Monica, and I lost all track of time. That's just great! You had one job, Bill! Well, in my defense, I was actually getting a job from Monica. Shut up, Bill!
Oh, my God, he didn't say that.
We're not going to get in trouble for this, are we, Hillary? No, Bill. Oh, good. We're not going to get in trouble for this. Good. I cleaned up the Jeffrey thing, and I'll clean this up, too.
Oh, my God. Oh, that was bad. I love that.
That was funny.
That was great. Yeah. That was great. I read this morning that Biden's poll numbers are just horrific.
I saw that too.
Horrific. But I want to point something out here. Everybody knows how the tweeter works, okay? And there are some that will put up a post, and within an hour they have like 100,000 likes.
Yeah.
This is the President of the United States. I applaud Congress for passing the security package I requested and for sending a clear bipartisan message to the world that the U.S. stands with Ukraine. This package will allow us to send even more weapons and ammunition to Ukraine as they defend their democracy and freedom. So that came at about noon. 12/19 on the 19th, and at 8 o'clock at night when I looked at it, it had only had 17,000 likes. This is the president. This is this President of the United States. Are you effing kidding me? Really? So I would say that's pretty succinct with his poll numbers.
Well,
As a matter
they
of fact,
didn't pay the bots that Elon's been calling him out for.
No.
Come on, let's get out there and pay those bots, guys.
I tell you, they are trying to get rid of this guy and put somebody in there in 24, and it ain't going to be Harris. So I don't know what's going to go on.
Well, who knows? Who knows? You bicker about the red and blue parties, yet a large Princeton study shows that the American people have literally zero impact on policy changes unless the changes align with corporate interests. The oligarchs rule the system while we argue about the color of our oppression. And I literally got but the Republicans posted under this post.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get whataboutisms all the time.
I was just like, oh my God, did you not read it?
I know, it's
okay,
insane.
ultra progressive, I hear you.
No, it's insane. And Super Pasta's getting ready to shake that thing up there. See, he's all grumpy about it. So we had Brother Franco. Love Brother Franco. War criminals continue to be normalized in American media. Colbert is such a tool. Well, yeah, Colbert had Blinken on the show the other night, and I happened to notice that clip, and there was this gal playing, I think it was a cello or something in the background. Look at that face on her. She feels the same way about Blinken.
She's like, fuck, am I actually on stage playing with Anthony Blinken?
Yeah,
a war criminal?
Yeah. What's the lead there doing there? Playing guitars with Anthony Blinken. So I'm with you, sister. I would probably throw it up. It
works so well for Bill to get up there with his sax, so he thought, and it makes me look like a man of the people. Get up there and jam a little.
Yeah. Bill, the Arsenio Hall show back in the day, that would fly. This didn't fly worth a shit. I think Colbert.
I bet he's a blast in a room full of coke and hookers. I get that impression from him.
Yeah,
my opinion, my conspiracy.
Yeah, that's an honest opinion. You got. Is this a Nina thing? What is this?
Oh, bye, girl. Don't go away mad, girl. Just go away.
Okay, let's see what this is. I haven't watched this, so. Oh, memology. Okay.
What was the experience of being the focal point of this sort of massive frenzy over the last few weeks?
Well, it was really overwhelming, Chris. I mean, frankly, I have prided myself over my career of being a really nuanced, reasonable person. Again, as I said, I've briefed and advised both Republicans and Democrats. I admire some of the steps that the Trump administration even took to combat disinformation, including Senator Rob Portman and his bills against deepfakes and, funding the Global Engagement Center at the State Department. So to say that I'm just a partisan actor was wildly out of context. And then beyond that, it wasn't just these mischaracterizations of my work, but it was death threats against my family. Over the last 3 weeks, I have maybe had 1 or 2 days I didn't report a violent threat, something like, we're coming for you and your family should be sent to Russia to be killed, encouragement of me to commit suicide. All of those have been forwarded to the Department of Homeland Security's security services, and that's not something that is American. That is not how we should be acting when we have disagreements about policy in this country. I think we need to learn how to be adults in the room. And I don't have time for that childishness. I'm not going to let it silence me. I'm going to go forward and continue building awareness about this threat in the future. To say that I'm just a partisan actor was wildly out of context.
It is the conclusion of the U.S. intelligence now that the disinformation campaign connecting President Putin and the Russians to President Trump and his campaign was launched by Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign in late July 2016 as a means of distracting the public from her use of a private mail server. So I know that that's a lot for everyone to digest, this long sentence, but if that letter is correct, then why is your assertion of disinformation by Russia and other parties more accurate than that of the U.S. Director of National Intelligence?
Okay. First of all, this assessment that was just made public now was made public based on something that we don't even know is true. It was a Russian intelligence assessment that the president was briefed on in 2016. We have no means of knowing whether or not that Russian intelligence assessment is actually based in fact, or whether it was planted as a means of disinformation to influence policy in 2016. The fact that we are still litigating the 2016 election here in 2020, even though Hillary Clinton is no longer a candidate for president, is disappointing that this intelligence would be politicized that way, released at a strategic moment to detract from everything else that is going on in the country and worrying people. Number one, we cannot politicize this issue of disinformation, as I already talked about before.
We'll get there.
And the fact that the DNI has done that is extremely worrisome. How do I know that Russian disinformation is real? Because I've lived it. Chris, I mean, frankly, you know, I have prided myself over my career of being a really nuanced, reasonable person. To say that I'm just a partisan actor was wildly out of context.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Oh my God, there's just so much there. You know, these were the mean girls. These were the meanies at the 2016 convention. It was the Hillary for America. They were their super delegates, they're like the Gestapo for the party is what they are when you're inside the party. And these are the ones that refuse to let any of the Bernie delegates get to their seats or literally ripped Bernie signs out of our hands. They were the ones that were behind piping in white noise so nobody could hear any of the things that the Bernie people were saying. They left a whole entire floor of ADA handicapped people with no water in 100-degree weather for 8 hours with no assistance to even get to a bathroom. I mean, it was just neo-focused on Hillary Clinton's party, because that's what it was, the convention. While outside, you know, there's cops pepper spraying everybody who's peacefully I mean, we were Bernie supporters. We weren't there to burn down the town. We were there to peace, love, and hug for Bernie. Yeah, no, this woman, I'm so glad that she resigned and couldn't handle the heat in the kitchen. Bye-bye. But it doesn't stop them from trying again, you know?
No, her antics, singing, all that shit came, and it made her boss look like a dumbass, which he is anyway.
Like the dumbass that he is.
Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, the Democrats... The Democrat leadership is the most corrupt of both parties. I'm telling you, they're the worst.
Yeah,
you know,
they are the worst.
Both
I've been
bad.
on the inside.
Yeah. And if you're one of those blue dog Democrats that just gives a shit about the team sport of politics, then shame on you.
Like Derek Kilmer, who's taken $200,000 from anti-abortion clinics. Do not give these hacks one dime to save Roe versus Wade, because they're not going to. They want it to go bye-bye. They just want the money.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to holler out to Steve Wolfram. Happy monetization day.
Steve. Thanks, Steve.
We feel so loved. We feel like big kids on the block now.
Say hi to all of our friends over at Truth Bomb. We love you guys. You're the best. You are the best. You are the best.
I do love me some
the Bombers
Suzanne Murphy.
Rule.
Yes.
Bombers are number one. So
she is an awesome bomber.
And Suzanne Murphy is one of the biggest bombers over there, and she built that room.
You know, I wanted to do a card that was like, thank you to everybody who supported us while, you know, to help us get to monetization. But literally, I would have had to do a whole deck there. I mean, everybody has been so supportive of us, and you know, so many ways, shouting us out, inviting us on their shows, you know, just advertising us and promoting us, and then supporting us in the chats. And
if we get demonetized, can we have a party?
Yeah, we'll have a demonetization
all right,
party.
what do you got here? Is this the vice president?
I got a barrel full of monkeys, so let's just go through them, man.
All right.
It would be a direct assault on the fundamental right to self-determination, to live and love without interference from the government. At its core, this is about our future as a nation, about whether we live in a country where the government can interfere in personal decisions.
About whether we live in a country where the government can interfere in personal decisions.
Look at her face.
Serious?
Yes, she is. Oh my God, that was great. That is so funny. This
hypocrisy knows no bounds.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't know any bounds at all. This was this was today, I think. This is Comrade Misty Putin. Somebody turned down an interview because of her name with her today, and that was hilarious too. So congratulations.
That's awesome.
If they turned you down just for your name, Misty, then you've earned your stripes for the day.
The hell yeah, you have. I did Comrade Misty's show this week on Thursday. We had a blast. I always have a blast hanging out with Comrade Misty.
Yeah, I do too. Comrade Misty is a blast. She's a lot of fun.
She's so funny.
She is funny.
I swear, she is just like a naturally
I need a
funny.
transfusion. Misty, can I get a transfusion? I need some of that
I'm
energy.
funny. Yeah.
Anyway, the president signed the additional Ukraine Supplemental Appropriations Act of 2022. The law allows continued spending on economic security and humanitarian assistance of the people of Ukraine to continue to defend their own democracy and freedom. What about all the weapons that he was talking about in the last post? I guess he forgot about those this time. And Comrade Misty goes, this allows them to launder that money for the oligarchs while the people here and the people in Ukraine continue to suffer. Fuck this shit. Absolutely. And I'm gonna make a gratuitous shout out to the Combo Couch. If you didn't catch the live show on Friday, please go back and watch it. They killed it on this Friday. And thank you for all the love for the card that I recycled. I think that nailed it. You know, Raytheon, Boeing, General Dynamics, and taxpayer dollars. And then there's Goldman Sachs up there on the
Goldman
sleeve.
Sachs, yeah. Don't leave them
If you
out.
think the banks aren't making bank on this, you better think again.
Yeah.
They are making a killing, literally. Literally. What do we got here? Do you got Bono? What's Bono up to?
Oh, isn't it funny when pets start to look like their owners?
Jesus Christ.
And then I had a little fun with Graham Lazinski. I don't know what it is, but
So
let's just see what
play it, see what it does.
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
All right.
Ви росіяни. Зараз ваші військові розпочали війну. Війну в нашій державі. Я залишаюсь в урядовому кварталі разом з усіма, хто необхідний для роботи.
Lindsey Graham, you never look so bad.
Всі ми тут захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. Так буде й далі. Слава Україні!
Lindsey. Oh my God.
I had to back that up with another United spot because it was just so funny.
Yeah, and I think Burger King is so apropos for the president. A friend of the show, by the way.
I wonder if he calls himself the king. I'm the king.
Hey, Joe! Yeah, Mitch? No, it's Lindsay. Oh, sorry, Cindy. No, Lindsay.
Cindy.
Lindsey Graham? Graham? Oh, no. Hunter's gonna need at least a pound. You're the nicest man I ever met, Joe. Yeah. Oh, and you smell like heaven. Yeah, I wish they'd bring back the McRib, too. I admire you so much, Joe. Hey, have you ever heard of Grindr? Joe, I made you a mixtape of all the songs that make me think of you. Smells like a rhino up in here. Joe, me and you should get an apartment together. Hey, is there a laundromat close by? My money's all dirty. I gotta wash it off. I admire you so much, Joe. I feel like I should be making a little bit more than 10%, though, right? Can I get some of that money? I mean, I'm the big guy. I
He's
should
the
get at
big
least 90%, right? I don't know. What's not to like about you, Joe? You're the perfect man. Oh, man. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oops. Never mind. Voting for you was the smartest thing I ever did. I don't even know where I am right now. Joe, anybody that doesn't admire you is a fool.
Is a fool.
That sounded just like him, too. A fool.
Phil. So he wants another slice like he got out of that Burisma pie, right?
Oh, yeah, he crawled right up the Democrats' asses, didn't he? Along with Liz Cheney and, so many of them.
Oh, my God.
But it's one big corporate party.
You got a baby formula report, Chanda? What do you do?
So Biden enacted the Defense Production Act this week for baby formula, which could just be the beginning step of something much bigger, I think. But go ahead and hit play on the little
Can't he enact the Defense Production Act for homes for the homeless and healthcare?
He could, but no, I think that they're going to make this a habit of doing it for shit so they can make more money, right?
Okay, it's all about the buck and who's paying.
All about money.
Years, and it's affecting our children. President Biden is now taking new action to get store shelves restocked with baby formula. And Kelsey Kernstein is here with more on how the Defense Production Act is going to help both parents and their kids. Kelsey.
Well, Adrian, it will help secure the raw ingredients that's needed to make the formula. It will then require suppliers of these key materials to speed up shipments for formula makers.
The Biden administration taking new steps to help families and caregivers across the country.
Make trips to 4 different Targets, 3 different Walmarts, and 2 different supermarkets, only to go there and find empty shelves.
For weeks, parents finding bare or near empty shelves in stores, big and small alike. While it varies from region to region, some retailers report 40% of their baby formula is out of stock.
I know parents all across the country are worried about finding enough infant formula to feed their babies. As a parent and as a grandparent, I know just how stressful that is.
By invoking the Defense Production Act, a Korean War-era law, the government can tell suppliers to prioritize shipments of raw materials to formula companies over other orders. At the same time, the administration's Operation Fly Formula authorizes the use of federal aircraft, as well as other contractors to fly in baby formula from other countries that meets FDA standards. Also late Wednesday, the House passed 2 bills to help address the shortage. One would provide $28 million to help the FDA speed up inspections at formula plants abroad, stop future disruptions, and catch counterfeit formula. 4 companies produce 90% of baby formula in the United States. Much of the strain is tied to supply chain issues in Abbott Industries, which recalled its products and closed its main plant after a potential bacteria contamination, sickened 2 kids, and allegedly led to the death of 2 others. Democratic Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro spoke about her bill Wednesday.
In this case, it was Abbott Nutrition put profits and production over people.
She's a character. She's a Democrat, I can tell you that. And yeah, they did put profits over. They shut that lab down, or that production for biohazard. You know, they had some kind of contamination in there. But I think Biden reordered it open.
Yeah. I'm just going to wade into this a little bit. There are babies out there that need special formula.
Oh yeah, my kids were.
I get it. But you know, as she just said, we got an anti-lag alert here. As I just said, I think we're still good.
Are we good?
Yeah, there's a bacteria, or not a bacteria, but Jif peanut butter just got a major recall.
I saw that. I saw you sent that to me, and Jif's the only brand I ever buy.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, because it was Skippy tastes like grease to me, but. Anyway, that's another one. My son, after I was forced to give him protein shakes because formula ran out. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. What was the old-fashioned way of making formula? You used powdered milk or powdered ghost milk?
No, you used canned milk.
Canned milk and a little bit of Karo
canned
syrup.
Milk and Karo syrup. I know the recipe, but I'm not going to put it out there. People can look it up. But yeah, I mean, you boomers, you survived, you thrived. You know, like the greatest generation, they made it through on that. There's ways out there. We know it. I'm sure there's much healthier stuff nowadays than there was back then. Right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can make dandelion formula. So we're good on that.
Oh yeah,
we've got.
Might actually be good for their tummies.
Is this what I've been screaming about all night?
Yeah, everybody's been screaming about this. Y'all want to talk about Hunter Biden's emails, which we said, for the record, 2 years ago, they were never going away, and the Republicans were going to beat the Democrats down at the midterms with these. And once they get past the midterms and they take control, then they're going to come after them because of the fact that the way they were censored. The Republicans are coming for the Dems as soon as they're elected for this shit. And guess what? One of Epstein's buddies is now in the infamous emails that were leaked from the Biden laptop that dropped last week. Turns out the prince, he gets around, man.
Oh my God. Ew.
It's all one big club, man.
Offers, Hunter and his friends were keenly interested in leveraging their connections to him for their client, Spanish energy company Iberdrola. So Eric and Hunter potentially take this meeting, but there are no updates on how it went or if it went ahead. But Mohammed sends this email beforehand.
I don't know why
we've
got anti-lag.
I've started some discussions here in the UAE. Have received some good feedback. A couple of questions. One, when can we sort out our working relationship? Okay. 2, can we have a meeting on the 20th, 21st or 22nd of March with Prince Andrew? Prince Andrew, what
Like
sort
I
of
said,
business would
I'm
he be
going
needing to do with
to
Hunter
get a
Biden?
Restream
The most
account.
notable
We
thing
have
about Prince
to.
Andrew in 2010 was it was the same year he was photographed.
That's always
with
the
Jeffrey
problem when
Epstein.
why we don't.
Fast forward to October 2010, when American lawyer and Democratic politician Howard Carroll emails one of Hunter's business partners, Devon Archer, about potential real estate business. Devon, Mohammed has asked again that I keep in touch with you to see if you want to engage in the real estate business in the kingdom. Also to follow up on your access to Florida Power and Light for some very sizable work in joint venture with locals to expand the Saudi electricity grid. Devon Archer, who was sentenced in February this year to 1 year behind bars after being found guilty of defrauding a Native American tribe of more than $60 million in bonds, emails both Hunter and Eric questioning the credibility of Mohammed. Based on my last phone conversation with Mohammed, he now apparently wants to open up Rosemont Realty in the kingdom based on the appeal of its marketable operating history and its new backers. Is this just a total waste of time to be talking to these guys?
We missed a
Do we
Super
have
8,
any
didn't we?
validation
Or, I mean,
that
a
Mohammed
Super Chat?
is a real guy who has ever gotten anything
I
done?
don't know how to
I want to believe because I like to dream, but please give me some feedback. Hunter
No,
replies,
I don't think we missed
I
one.
think it could
I
be
think we're okay.
real, but let's create a vehicle for all
I
these
shouted
real
it out.
maybes to participate. How do
Yeah,
we
I
let
can
these
only
guys
roll it
loose
back
without
so
an
far,
expectation of partnership? What's the standard? What's the standard plus? On one end, we have Sam, and on the other, we have Khan. Where do they fit on the spectrum, and
I gotta
how do we
figure out how to
compensate?
focus those.
Eric agrees with Hunter and writes, one thing Hunter and I were talking about last week was to come up with a plan first and then seek out those who can help implement the plan, rather than what we sometimes do, have someone come to us with a great idea and try reverse engineer it to make it work. I'm confident we can figure out how to work with Sam and Muhammad and others in a way that fits in with our goals.
So, what's up with that?
Yeah, just keep an eye on it. It's not going away. Every day we learn something new, right? Especially once we knew these emails were coming out, which we knew a couple weeks ago those were coming out.
It's
and yeah, this is Republican, cannon fodder, whatever. But as somebody who was abused in 2016 and 2020 by the Democratic Party, yeah, I want to see them held accountable for their shady shit. I want to see everybody held accountable for their shady shit. That's the point.
Yeah, we're going. We don't take any prisoners on this. When the Republicans are in power, I'm sure we'll focus on them more.
We tore the Republicans apart when Trump was in. You go back and watch our shows when Trump was in office. We tore the shit out of the Republicans every day, and we called the Democrats out fairly, equally. Lately, the Republicans, what are they doing that the Democrats don't support? I mean, there really hasn't been anything. And for the record, I hate peanut butter, so
I'm not
a peanut butter fan.
Not that big on peanut butter myself. Pete Buttigieg, and there's Sister Marianne Williamson there. My God, Pete Buttigieg, hungry babies, regrettably, are just the price of the free market. And I would say that's his Madeleine Albright moment. Is that what that was?
Yeah, whatever. He has those every fucking time he opens his mouth. He has no shits to give about any y'all people.
You know what?
It's the free market.
They talk about how smart and clever this guy is. I don't think he's got the IQ of a sandpit.
No,
I
don't
mean,
think he does
he's a dumbass.
He's had smoke blown up his ass his whole life, just like Amber Heard. There's this whole class of people that have been babied and told they're great and that everything they do smells like fucking roses. And so they are just literally oblivious to who they truly are.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Marianne Williamson gets a clue on this kind of shit more so because
she's waking up a little more and more every day.
She needs to wake up. I appreciate her efforts.
She's well-meaning. Yeah, she's well-meaning.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've talked to her. I think she's a nice person, but Jesus Christ, there's some of us who are a little bit naive, need to catch up. What do you got here? Monkeypox?
Oh, we're gonna talk monkeypox.
Can we even say that?
I don't know. I'm sure within a couple of days or weeks, it's probably going to be one of those things where we're going to be putting up disclaimers and stuff will get taken down. But
I got a disclaimer in there.
I called this, right? I mean, we talked about it a couple of months ago. I mean, Whitney Webb really put it out there. Ryan Christian, they've been putting it out there like, this isn't over, guys. That was a trial run. Keep your eye on the ball. Look at what they're doing. Look at what Gates is doing. Look at what the WHO has been doing. And we have been bringing you guys that. And I know Miss Amber King has been just burning it down on Brave New Future, screaming her ass off that this isn't over and this is what this means. And here we go. I brought it last week and I said, hey, keep an eye. There's over in the UK, there's 2 cases. And now here we are. There's cases in the US. So yeah, the G7 ministries are already practicing for the next pandemic. Bill Gates warns of smallpox terrorist attack and urges leaders to use germ games to prepare.
Meanwhile, I'm a farmer, did you know?
Yeah, I'm a farmer.
So what's Dr. Campbell got to say tonight?
Well, I brought Dr. Campbell just to reassure you. I know he reassures me. I have always trusted his information. I've looked to him now for 3 years, and I trust what he has to say about monkeypox.
All right, let's check it out. I like Campbell. I think he's an honest guy.
I think he's honest too. He's got integrity.
Well, a warm welcome to today's talk. It's Wednesday, the 18th of May, and the topic today is a disease which you may have heard about in the press, monkeypox. So what is this monkeypox about? Now, I'm going to just go over the basis of this in the first few minutes, then you can decide if you want to watch the video. Just to put your mind at ease straight away, is this going to cause another pandemic? No, it's not. Is it a relevant and interesting disease? Yes, it is. Now, monkeypox is endemic in animal reservoirs in Nigeria and other areas of Africa like Congo. So here's a case of monkeypox from Nigeria, I believe this case is. And we can see these pustular spots that characterize monkeypox. Now, looking at this, you couldn't tell if this was monkeypox or smallpox, but thankfully we know that smallpox has been eradicated. There's 3 diseases that can look fairly similar. There's monkeypox, smallpox, and cowpox, although most cases of cowpox now actually come from cats in the Western world at the moment. But this is monkeypox, the same type of virus. Monkeypox is not as deadly as smallpox, and it's less transmissible than smallpox. But as we say, the World Health Organization declared an end to smallpox in 1980, the last case being in 1977 from memory. Here we see these like pustular spots, these pussy spots that characterize monkeypox. And this has been in quite a few papers as well. But before that, let's just look at this. This is from the NHS site. So we see the raised rash that starts off, then it becomes a little bit pussy, then it becomes more pussy, then it kind of dries out and scabs, and then eventually the scabs fall off. But it can sometimes leave a bit of a scar. It can take a while to heal because of the infective process that's gone on in that site.
Yeah, it kind of looked like MRSA there too.
Okay, yeah. So there's your monkeypox look by an actual clinician. He says it's not something to be stressed about. It's not something that can take over the world. I don't know, because I don't know how, what, who, what, where it's been worked on.
Let me ask you this: what if you lace your peanut butter with monkeypox and wash it down with contaminated baby formula?
Yeah, definitely not going to work out well for you.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
DC, thanks for the super chat over there. Marianne Williams argued for the indefinite occupation of Afghanistan for the women.
Yep. Disgusting. You're right. You're right.
No, absolutely. And I think,
toxic femininity.
I think in her heart of hearts, she probably regrets that because she was wrong.
Well, there's a lot of things that she's been wrong on that we've called her out for years on. And, you know, the thing is, she has a good heart, but it doesn't mean that she's not living in her own gated community bubble. And that's always been my take on her. I mean, isn't she Oprah's guru?
She's ultra privileged.
Yes.
And, you know, I mean, come on, you know, really?
But I think she's well-meaning, and she does seem to learn. There's been times where she's maricopaed. Okay, I didn't know that. I was wrong. But, you know, her stance on the Democrats now that she's taken them on, you know, toe to toe.
Yeah, she got her
really
ass
changed.
Yeah, she got her ass kicked last month for something. I don't even remember what it was. It was absurd.
Yeah, I don't need. She gets burned down all the time.
Yeah, really bad.
She steps in it.
Thanks, DC. We agree with you, actually.
Yeah, we agree with you.
No problem. And if we didn't agree with you, we'd tell you. But you're right. There's no arguing with the facts. What do you got here? You got a. What is this?
Salty. I had to bring us a little salty talking about the monkeypox.
All right, let's hear salty. Over 18, please. Mature audiences only.
It'll take probably about $1 billion a year for a pandemic task force at the WHO level, which is doing the surveillance and actually doing what I call germ games, where you practice. You say, okay, what if a bioterrorist brought smallpox to 10 airports? You know, how would the world respond to that?
Earlier
as you received notice from the Massachusetts Department of Public Health, there's a patient in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts who has been confirmed to have infection with monkeypox.
Get Bill Gates in here! Did somebody say monkeypox? That's right. Welcome to the newest unfolding pandemic that is surely not brought to you by
Salty
Bill
did
Gates,
get a haircut.
Fauci, and the rest of the scumbag lizard people. It's a coincidence if you're noticing that this totally legitimate regime wants to cede all of our sovereignty over to the WHO because they handled COVID so well, and as they're doing this, miraculously, all of a sudden, monkeypox, everybody. Oh yeah, no, let's not arrest the dude who keeps talking about arson and then arson pops off. That wouldn't make any sense. We shouldn't even look into it. Holy shit, Bill Gates, you're a monster.
Yes, he is. He is a monster.
He is. And because of that, hashtag Bill Gates is a bioterrorist was trending today for a few hours.
Good.
I happened to catch a few of the amazing memes that were being dropped on there. And then we'll call it monkeypox and lock them down again this summer. Let's see. You're all my children now. And he's got his jabs.
Yeah, I like that.
I know I'm early, but I also am anti-small and monkeypox jab.
Oh yeah, I like what is that? Freddy Krueger? That's Freddie Gates.
Freddie Gates.
Freddie Gates. There, I
Freddie
love that.
Gates.
That's so apropos. Oh, we got another one of these. I thought we.
Yeah, there was a lot of great memes in that hashtag.
Yeah, that is a great hashtag.
Bill Gates bioterrorist is what the hashtag was.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
breaking source of monkeypox discovered.
I thought they were supposed to be green monkeys.
The cause of the monkeypox outbreaks has been identified. Oh, it's got Bill Gates' face.
Bill Gates and Fauci. What's Bill looking at? Never mind there. Never mind there. What do we have here? We got Claire Vernon.
Oh yeah, she's gonna school Trudeau about the WHO because we've been paying attention to that for a while.
Is Trudeau like a high school dropout or something? I heard. Is it?
Just watch this clip. I mean, he's evil.
Great. That's what we need. More evil emperors.
Honourable member for Haldeman Norfolk.
Mr. Speaker, May 22nd to May 28th, representatives from 194 countries will meet in Geneva at the World Health Assembly to discuss the WHO Global Pandemic Treaty and to vote on amendments to the international health regulations. Why didn't this Prime Minister establish a public health inquiry into our COVID response before considering signing amendments to the international health regulations?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as an active member of the WHO, Canada has always been there to push for better science, to push for better impacts in the way we collaborate around the world. Canada is a leading voice in ensuring not only that we make it through this pandemic, which is continuing to be ongoing, but also that we prepare for future pandemics, which unfortunately may well be the reality for decades and generations to come. We will continue to be active, strong participants in international fora around health, while always respecting and protecting Canada's sovereignty and choices to make the right decisions for its own citizens.
Can you say con man any louder?
Dude, his Adderall and adrenochrome were kicking hard, man.
Yeah, I think he snorted some Norco before he got in there, too. That guy is worthless. Old Turkish proverb, when a clown moves into a palace, he doesn't become a king. The palace becomes a circus. And I think that's exactly right, because he is a
what
clown.
happened.
And I think I'm going to go back to elder abuse. And there's Brother Pasta goes to Washington up there. And speaking of Brother Pasta, he had a couple of cool gigs this week. And so what we have right here, we have Prison Pasta, and Chanda is visiting Prison Pasta. So I
need to visit him in prison. I haven't seen him in a few months.
Yeah, Prison Pasta, and I put my hair on him, so that looks pretty good too. So let's take a look.
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm sure Pasta appreciated me putting that bald head on him too. So.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
That was cruel. That was cruel and unusual.
That was brutal. I think we have something more coming up. We want to talk about one of the most courageous people on the planet right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julian Assange.
He got another award this week. I can't rember.
Yeah,
I want to say it was from Germany.
Highly distinguishable award. It's the guy. And did they make a determination on whether they're going to extradite him or not yet, or what?
No, he's still hanging by a thread, right?
They're going to keep it quiet. So these scumbags.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is going to be one more brick in the wall for these governments around the world that are torturing Julian Assange. And
Pasta does have great hair. That's so insulting. But if you listen to Pasta and Oz, so go ahead and watch the Convo Couch. Some of the things that Pasta jabs at Oz, you two have got this little war going on.
Yeah. Well, Fee's a good ringmaster because
she is a great ringmaster.
Pasta and I are the circus animals, and she's the ringmaster. She calls us goons.
You
All
are
right,
goons.
you two goons.
Yeah, no, you are goons.
Anyway. I love this reface.
When I did this reface, I looked down at it once it processed and I was like, oh my God, it's my grandma. I look just like my grandmother. That's crazy.
It looks good. I love that. How'd you get that?
You look very Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, thank you so much. I love the little bandana on my head too. So that's, yes, we are BFFs.
Yeah,
Chanda and I, we're tight. We're tight. So, this is, I get her mixed up with Laura Logan. That's not her name. What's her name again?
Lock her up. Oh, I put this in here last minute, but I can't remember what it's about now. What is this about?
It's about her, and she's a liar, and she's been a liar. She was in the Bush administration, and now MSNBS is glorifying her.
Oh, that's why I brought it. Yeah, it's one club. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just watch it. I hate her name so much, it falls out of my head every time
this guy's former Fox News chief political guy. This is Donnie Deutsch, who said he'd vote for Trump over Bernie Sanders.
Donnie Deutsch.
Who the fuck that is. Those are 5 right-wingers. They maybe we should consider them all terrorists because they're right-wingers.
They don't represent anything except just authoritarian control, just establishment control. I don't think they're left or right. They're nothing. They're just hollow creatures of the establishment who don't care about anything in the Constitution.
They're like Brian Williams. They're an institutionalist.
Yeah.
I'm an institutionalist.
Here's what Black in the Empire said. You have just watched the former communications director for George Bush lead a panel talking about locking people up for misinformation. While our government tries to extradite Assange, which is the biggest threat to journalism in our time, they aren't talking about trying to free him. They are trying to jail somebody at their rival network. And if you want to start locking people up for misinformation, see, there it is. They hated it. Nicole Wallace on Tuesday ripped her former National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn, for once encouraging a lock her up chat about former secretary. So it's bad when it's someone you like, but if it's someone you don't like, lock them up. So they're all just like Trump. And that's what I've been saying since 2016. They all are Trump.
Yeah, well, actually, that was a really long cut, but I cut it down in the green room.
Yeah, Nicole Wallace. Thanks,
Nicole Wallace.
Thank you, Elle.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Nicole Wallace. And my sister thought she was just this. My sister hated George Bush. She hates Donald Trump, and she's saying, "Oh, Nicole Wallace is the best." And
yeah,
it's like,
so
really?
so is Cheney, right?
Yeah. So's Cheney.
They're the best.
These guys are all nuts. Most of these people don't know where the United States is on a map. So that's, to be clear, I do not oppose Democrats because I'm on the same side as Republicans. I oppose Democrats because they are on the same side as Republicans. I can't say that enough.
That's why I leave it on the deck every week. We've been packing this meme around with us for 2 years, and it's still so relevant.
Yeah, and I don't blame some of our sisters and brothers who are running as Republicans, although we don't believe in the electoral process, but they got screwed so bad running as a Democrat with that knife holder in their back that they want a little payback, so they're running as Republicans. And
I get it.
And they're talking about populist things. Go figure.
They might actually get elected on the Republican side.
Yeah, they just might. That's really reaching out. So you brought Brother Hedges here, huh?
Okay, so Brother Hedges, we all got our problems with Hedges. mandates, whatever you want to, But he's got a point about this. I think this is like 2 minutes. It's not this is a speech that he gave, I want to say, or an interview he gave like a year ago. But he's got a point about the pendulum swinging back too far with the Republicans. And that's why everybody's freaking out, right? The Republicans. But we know what's going to happen. We can't stop it from happening, but this is what's going to happen. The Democrats could have stopped it. They could have stopped it 4 years ago, 8 years ago. But no, they've pushed us to what's coming. And what's coming is not fun.
They could have stopped it by just following through on their campaign pledges.
Just a couple. Just a fucking few of them.
But they don't
throw
want
us some crumbs. They couldn't even throw us any crumbs over the last 4 years.
Nope. And then they're giving all the money to other countries, Israel included, too, by the way.
Oh, Israel just sucks off us every day, right?
And they run our government, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, they do run our government. Don't say anything bad about Israel. We'll come for you.
I mean, I covered uprisings.
Tinder is there.
Revolutions around the world, including the 2 Palestinian intifadas. And as a reporter, you knew that there could be a conflagration, but you never knew what would set it off. And it's always something relatively banal. So, for instance, in the first Intifada, it was a car accident where a bunch of Palestinian day laborers were killed. I think they were in a van and they were hit by an Israeli truck or something. And that just was, it was the final kind of straw that saw, and the PLO and everybody wasn't expecting it. So that's how it works. That was true in East Germany. That was true in Czechoslovakia. It was true in Romania. I mean, you had a moment where Ceausescu and Elena come out on the balcony, and then the crowd just starts to boo, and they can't get to the roof of the palace fast enough to get a helicopter out. So, that happened in Tunisia when the fruit vendor lit himself on fire. So it's there. Now, that backlash can be a right-wing backlash. But, this is my fear with the Biden administration, that by not addressing the root cause of our malaise, they're guaranteeing blowback. And given the destruction of the left and the disorganization among the left, that blowback, I fear, will be a kind of Trumpian proto-fascist blowback.
Exactly right. They're going to get somebody worse than Trump, probably.
And we've been screaming this for years and years now. I mean, look at history. History doesn't repeat itself, but it echoes. And we are seeing echoes of the 30s. And we have been for a while now. A few more, a winter of food shortages like Biden's predicting for us. And yeah, we could really be in a scary spot because that's
all it's going to take.
Proto-fascist Republican support will be there. How do you think people followed Hitler?
Yeah.
It wasn't just one day like, oh, we like Hitler. No, they had been through fucking hell. And their parties had betrayed them. They had nowhere to go, and the populism took over, right?
Yeah, like I said.
When they speak, the populists speak like Trump does. And Trump was too stupid. We always called it for years when we report on Trump. Trump was too dumb to actually be a dictator, but somebody else could be.
No, absolutely. And with the Biden just shoveling money to these other countries, actually just giving it to the weapons manufacturers, this administration is right in front of our eyes, stealing money. And giving it to corporations.
Yeah.
Just say hand that they're fighting for democracy in another country. We don't even have democracy in this country, you asshole.
Or free speech.
None of that stuff. And they're clamping down. Did you
Night,
bring
Chris.
this?
Sleep well.
You brought this?
I did. When boomers want to talk about how stupid millennials are, just remember what you were the generation that covered hardwood floors with linoleum.
No shit. You know how many times I've had to strip off wallpaper?
Me too.
And
Me too. Like
down there
to
have that real wood, that's in there that these old places were built from. So yeah,
I just did it a couple of years ago for one of my girlfriends.
Speaking of stupid, I don't think W could blow it any harder than
we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but I happened to be on Comrade Misty's show right after it happened, and she had a beautiful rant about this freaking idiot and this Freudian slip. It couldn't be more perfect. It is a gift from the gods. Here it is. meme the hell out of it. And of course, he's got to get his cackle in there about it.
Fool me once.
Yeah.
This is probably the most true words the guy's ever spoken.
True that.
In contrast, Russian elections are rigged. Political opponents are imprisoned or otherwise eliminated from participating in the electoral process. The result is an absence of checks and balances in Russia and the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. Of Ukraine. Anyway,
Yeah, I said
75. To launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. Of Ukraine.
I like that guy. So he's saying 75 means, oh, please excuse me, when I turn 75, I start telling the truth? Is that what it is?
Yeah, right. No, that was total Freudian slip. You can see how his eyes roll and his body language. And that was not planned.
A gaffe.
He fucked up. Yeah, he gaffed. And it was because Iraq is all that he has been micro-focused on for so many years. And he knows we call him a butcher. He knows that we call him a war criminal, Yeah. He knows.
He knows. Maybe he's trying to bargain his way into some other place in the afterlife.
He's painting now, and
he's painting cats and tulips and shit.
I hate when they paint cats.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard to get the paint off of them.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. It's terrible. What do you got here? You got a meme with George on there?
George, I have certain rules I live by. My first rule is I don't believe anything the government tells me. Nothing. Zero.
And that is one of the best rules that you can follow. And if anybody would like to argue that point, we're here. Bring it on. Bring it on. What do you got here? The Tesla space.
So we got to have a little talk about Elon. So this is your guys' weird and jet setters. Let's talk about Elon. So Neuralink is much closer to being reality than a lot of people think. And remember last week I brought the whole head transplant thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we can
I'm
switch
looking forward to
bodies
that.
now. And so once he can get in there and get in your brain and download it, then hell, it's the Wild West, man. You can change bodies, you can, get avatars, whatever. So this is a little clip about Neuralink and the human trials. And I'm going to drop the full thing in the chat for all of you to watch later.
All right. I'm looking forward. Can I get one? Where do I sign up? I want to have one.
Timeline for human testing, Elon has also been dialing down a little more into what exactly Neuralink will be able to do in its first phase implementation. It's been a little bit hard to keep track when Elon is literally talking about using this technology for every crazy thing that can be imagined. That Neuralink would make language obsolete, that it would allow us to create digital backups of human minds, that we can merge our consciousness with an artificial superintelligence and become ultra-enhanced cyborgs. One of the new things that Elon has been talking about recently is treating morbid obesity with a Neuralink, which he brought up during a live TED Talk interview, which is also not something that we expected to hear, but it's a claim that does seem to be backed up by some science. There have already been a couple of studies done with brain implants in people with morbid obesity. The implant transmitted frequent electric pulses into the hypothalamus region of the brain, which is thought to be driving an increase in appetite.
Where do you think your soul
resides? It's still too soon to know if that particular method is really effective, but it would be significantly less invasive than other surgeries that modify a patient's stomach in hopes of suppressing their appetite. Elon followed up on the comment in a tweet writing that it is certainly physically possible to treat obesity through the brain. In the same post, Elon expanded on the concept, writing, "We are working on bridging broken links between brain and body. Neuralinks in motor and sensory cortex bridging past weak/broken links in neck/spine to Neuralinks in spinal cord should theoretically be able to restore full body function."
Oh my God, I've got something to say about this.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So Elon, why don't we talk about all the poisonous food that they've been shoving down our throat through propaganda and social conditioning for the last 50 years? maybe that would have an effect on obesity instead of poking holes in somebody's head and putting shit in it. What do you think?
Yeah, but
Chanda?
that's safer than doing a gastric bypass, is what he's saying. There's so many problems with this. I mean, the fact that he's going after the pineal gland. I mean, anybody who's spiritual at all, who's done any spiritual research, a large amount of people believe that the soul resides in the pineal gland. I mean, yeah, he's going for your soul. So, Bill's coming for your babies. Elon's coming for your soul. Like, yeah. But there's so much with Elon, right? I mean, I find myself talking about Elon no matter what fucking topic we're talking about, be it Amber Heard and her bio baby she had with him, my conspiracy, or if it's the news, or if it's war, or if it's tech. He seems to be everywhere, right?
Yeah.
He's got his little closet to everything. So Starlink is the thing, right? His little closet. All of the I know a lot of the gamers and the bigger YouTubes, they're all getting on Starlink because it's reliable, it's better than fiber, it's up there at all times, blah blah blah, right? So he's only had so many of these that he's launched, or that he had launched, and he already had a certain amount of customers that were bought on, and a huge waiting list, like he always does with Tesla. But here's the thing: he needed to get more satellites up there, so that's where Blackjack came into the picture. So the DoD version of Starlink is Blackjack, and that's the one where the satellites. And he just deployed a shit ton of them this week. He was just celebrating that 48 more went up or something like that. But
we're so fucked.
These things can rain down, like these bio things that can, like, they're weapons. They can use them during war for what? Not just satellite link, but I mean, literally, they can distribute shit. They can release shit. Like, this is so scary. But here, watch this one. I'm gonna drop this one in the chat too. This is another interesting look at debunking Starlink.
Subscribers to SolarCity would get a free installation and solar array with no upfront costs by signing a long-term contract. The company fronted the equipment and the installation cost, and they collected lease payments on those systems. Another option was to allow SolarCity to install a system on your house for free, and then they would charge you for the power by the kilowatt hour that you used, like any other utility. This was called a PPA, which was short for Power Purchase Agreement. Both of these scenarios required SolarCity to cough up the initial equipment investment, which they financed by selling bonds, which were supposed to be secured by the future customer payments against these systems. Where the SolarCity model failed was that the installation and the equipment were costing more than the company could ever hope to recover through the subscription fees, and the more people that signed up for the service, the more bonds Musk had to sell to cover the new installs. As it turns out, a lot of those bonds were purchased through his other companies using government money that was earmarked for other purposes. In the case of SpaceX, Musk used money he received from NASA to develop Crew Dragon. We covered this in detail in our two-part episode on SolarCity, What Musk Sold Tesla. By the time Musk bailed himself out using Tesla shareholders' money, SolarCity was $3 billion in debt because this model had failed miserably. This whole situation was so bad that there is presently a conflict of interest class action moving forward next month in Delaware, and we will be covering that as closely as we can. All other plaintiffs on that case have already pleaded out and paid fines because they could not defend their actions in allowing Tesla to buy SolarCity. Now here we are with Starlink, and Musk is planning on doing the exact same thing, and the result will wind up being identical because that is pretty much unavoidable. First off, what is Starlink? Starlink is an internet receiving and transmitting dish about the size of a large pizza, and the package they sell includes the accompanying mount with the router and the cables that they require. Customers order the kit, arrange for the installation on their own dime, or they do it themselves. No service personnel apparently are assigned that can do this for you. From the looks of it, most people are just putting it on the ground. The dish you're buying is a sealed unit that not even experienced electronics technicians can take apart without completely destroying it. This video on YouTube, dubbed by Ken Kiter, shows the destruction required to access the hardware to see what makes it tick or to make any repairs. And the dish, for whatever reason, has the cable leads attached directly to the dish instead of plugging in like a DAC or HDMI cable. So when the cable needs replacing, it is possible you'll have to buy a whole new dish. Same thing if anything goes wrong with it. Toss the old one away and order a new one. and their very limited warranty runs out after 1 year. So keeping the thing safe and sound and out of the dirt might be a better idea than keeping it somewhere where your dog can pee on it. The interesting part about this array is that Starlink sells these directly to the customer for $500. According to teardown experts in the field, most likely these units cost the company about $2,000 to manufacture, and that manufacturing is outsourced, not done in-house. The numbers you can find in articles online range from about $1,500 to over $3,000 per dish, so we're going to use the $2,000 figure to be middle of the road and conservative. So if it costs the company $2,000 to build the unit, and they sell it for $500, well, that means that Starlink is losing about $1,500 per dish that they've put out, and they can only recover that cost through the $100 a month subscription fee. Since the company claims to have 500,000 customers on a waiting list at this point in time, that suggests the company will have to carry $750 million in equipment costs just to send out those kits. But that is just the leading edge of the money pit where Starlink is.
Oh, I dropped that one in the chat so you guys can go take a good look at it. That is a great site for like tech information if you guys don't follow. Yeah, Elon, man, he's just scamming with his money. And yeah, there was a lot of Solar City. I had friends that were in on Solar City too. And, you know, yeah, they were buying a hook, line, and sinker. And ultimately, that company had to be bailed out with tax dollars from the other companies that he got it for. It wasn't even for that. And here we are doing it again with Starlink. That looked like a pyramid scheme to me, but all rich people do pyramid schemes till they run out of money, and then that's when it becomes a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, that's how they get rich, too, is they get over on somebody else, and in this case, it's going to be the public.
And he has been. Look at what this fucker's making a minute.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's 266.66 thousand. You notice
666.
that 666.
I thought you were going to love the 666 on that.
Damn it. By the way, satellite internet blows, and and with all the shit they're shooting up in the atmosphere, I don't think it's a good bet to go with satellite internet at all. So anyway, but
it's a good thing we don't want off this planet because there's so much crap up there. I don't know if we can get off this planet.
The aliens are having Friday night private parties just watching us destroy ourselves. What the hell is this? What talks about?
Okay, so this is our lifestyles of the rich and famous for tonight, but I wanted to bring you guys a few Elon things for you guys to watch. So I like to bring you presents, like links that you can watch later. So
all right, let's check it out.
For Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos to pass the $100 billion milestone. We can't precisely calculate how much money Musk makes in a minute because he doesn't have any income, but we do know how fast his net worth is increasing. Musk's net worth increased by $140 billion in 2020 alone. At the beginning of the year, Musk was worth a mere $27 billion. Wow, that's nothing. But by the end of 2020, his net worth stood at about $167 billion. Now that's more like it. This means his net worth increased by an average of $383,561,643 per day in 2020. That's about $15,981,735 per hour, or approximately $266,362 a minute. So we can say that Musk makes about $266,362 per minute. So far in 2021, Musk's net worth has been increasing at an even faster pace. So far this year, Musk has earned an average of $400 million per day, or about $16 million per hour. That's about $266,666 per minute.
This is
drop that one in the chats too if you want to go take a look at how much of your money you're giving him per fucking minute.
Yeah, people would say that he's brilliant or smart or higher. No, he's a good fucking money managing con man.
Yeah,
that's what he is. That's what he is. We've known him throughout history, but things are so unregulated. Capitalism, as they say, is out of frickin' control while we're starving and dying out here for these fuckers.
Look at the studio. It blocked all of them and it just says 6666 above me now. He is the Antichrist. He's the Antichrist, isn't he?
He is the Antichrist.
He's the Antichrist.
Did you
well, yeah, it doesn't in there. I've got two more. This is a funny United spot, but this meme right here is so shocking. So this is him and Grimes at the Met Gala. And he wore a jacket that has had the Latin words Novus Ordo Secretum, which means World Economic Forum. It says New World Order.
Oh, great. That's good.
Yeah, so he had it in like a braille rhinestone, New World Order in Latin on the back of his coat.
So right in your face. Right in your face.
Right blatantly in your face, because you're not going to believe that conspiracy shit about, Satanism and the New World Order, even if, they believe it. Who cares?
Yeah, and like him, he has his congressional minions, like the Rothschilds and everybody else, and they're just nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's play this and see what it's.
You're gonna laugh.
You been here before?
Yep, it's my jet.
Are you a cop?
No.
What kind of massage you want?
Happy ending?
Sure. I am a professional massage
You're making me
therapist.
sick.
I'll buy you a horse.
You'll buy me a horse?
Yes.
A horse for a happy ending, huh?
Yes.
Well, I've always wanted a horse.
So what we gotta do?
Show a bottle of vodka and a pint of ice cream, and you got yourself a deal.
Okay.
How's that feel?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You want me to give it to you harder?
Sure.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? Little dirty birdie.
Oh, your breath smells like cow burps and helicopter smoke.
Oh, yeah. You like my dirty breath? That gets you hot.
Oh, it's making me sick. Smells like moist mushrooms. Well, looky what we have here. Surprise! Who are you?
Special Agent AOC, undercover. You're under arrest for happy ending horse trafficking.
Happy ending horse trafficking?
Yep, happy ending horse trafficking. Good luck trying to buy Twitter now, sicko.
But
you should have voted Democrat.
Ah,
and no,
God.
I won't date you.
Oh my God!
I told you were gonna laugh.
Oh, that's too good. Thank you. I need a laugh after looking at those type of individuals.
The amount of obscene money that our government's giving him.
Yeah, I guys, dance offs, sing offs. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's getting harder and harder to find.
Harder
these
now
things.
that we're monetized. It will knock us down.
So is now a good time to ask about the boomer blasts?
Yeah. Well, no, let's wait till we do the boomer blast. We're not even there.
All right. No. Okay. Here we go. Sing off. Shanda's up first.
Sing off.
You are up first, Shanda, and this is
I
a great.
brought my A game tonight.
She brought her A game, and she's going to give us a little shelter. Give her some shelter, Shanda.
Ooh, a storm is threatening. Mild and alive today. If I don't get some shelter, I'm gonna fade away. Children, it's just a shadow. It's just a shadow. Children, it's just a shadow. It's just a shadow. Oh, see the fire is within. Now there is trees to lay. Feels like a man gone clubbing. Not blue, lost its way. Whoa, children. It's just a shadow. It's just a shadow. Children. It's just a shadow. It's just a shadow.
I think you killed it. I think.
Thanks.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Getting my inner Mick out.
I think it's Analonia. I don't know. She's great. She really is. And just search "Give Me Shelter" and you'll get it. She's great.
Oh, hell yeah, Mick Jagger's in Epstein's Black Book. There's so many. It's one big club. It's one big club.
It is one big
They're all
club.
in it.
Now, so get your scorecards out. You got Shanda. Here comes old Oz. I know that Shanda's probably going to crush me tonight, but I'm bringing the classic boomer here.
I've
Pasta looks great on the guitar.
Yeah, he does.
Pat's on the other one.
Jump 60 or 50.
All right.
Oz, I got to tell you, I'm voting for you because I will always pick Phil Collins over the Rolling Stones every day of my life.
Well, I appreciate that. So again, yeah, and Lucky Copyrights are copyrights. Those are 2 covers, and great bands. They didn't have anything on them, so you never know.
Yeah.
So,
no, you never know.
Anyway,
we play the game. We play the copyright game every day with Facebook or with YouTube.
And that's the kind of show we bring. It's a variety show. We're not trying to steal anybody's thunder. It is satire. So let me see. We got any votes at all?
I'm seeing Chanda.
Good.
Chanda. Everybody's voting for Pasta.
Pasta.
Pasta did rock it on the guitar.
Chanda.
Oz.
Chanda.
Chanda wins.
Chanda.
Thanks, Steve.
Chanda. Oz with the song Yes. Wow.
I know. I really like that. Another Day in Paradise is a much better song. Yeah, we've closed with Another Day in Paradise quite a few times.
I love Another Day in Paradise. I think we're going to let Chanda have it. It looks like Pasta got some votes too. So
Pasta got some votes, so I say we give it to Pasta because Pasta he wasn't even in.
Let's give it to Pasta and
and
a shout out to Pat on the bass guitar there. We did a good job.
Oh, Pat the Batman fan was kicking it in there too.
Yeah. So what do you got there? You got Jordan. Boy, he's had a bad week, hasn't he?
He brought it upon himself. I had a camera at Standing Rock, so I guess that I'm full Lakota now. You know, I helped him get to Standing Rock. I sent him money and I networked my connections that I had met on the grounds traveling the country that summer. And I hooked him up with some of my fellow Journey for Burning people that were already on the ground at Standing Rock. And yeah, regret, you know, I didn't think he'd turn out to be a shill, kiss ass, you know, money begging.
Yeah, well, I think he's losing his shit like some of the other people that we know. That we, you know, some of our sisters and brothers. This kind of blew me away this morning. Guess who was on Breaking Points? Ryan Grimm. And that, I don't know if that's Sorota's wife or his sister or somebody, but Kenny Klippenstein, the Kenny Klippenstein doxing piece of shit, lying scumbag, breaking the hill, how to fail with class and talent. So I don't know what's going on because I thought there was some butthurtedness when Crystal and Sagar left the hill. Am I wrong?
No, Crystal and Grimm are friends. Are you kidding? Grimm's that under the radar, friends with everybody type of guy, unless he's fucking doxing you and fucking, you know, lying out both sides of his mouth. But no, that's all one big club there. We know it.
I'll warn you about Grimm. Grimm is like so many out there.
Yeah.
He's going to use you if he has an angle to do it. He does it, and he's done it.
And he will do it nicely, too. He will say how much he cares for you, and he cares about the truth, and just to get himself a lead and to make himself relevant.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, that's all they care about.
Yeah,
they just want to be relevant.
Yeah, I'm, you know, Breaking Points. I watch, like I said, I watch Rising, and I focus mainly on if Kim comes on there and she does something, I'll watch it. But they're not on the shelf for much. And Breaking Points.
No, Kim's the only reason I ever looked that direction.
Yeah,
only, and that's we've had this talk many times. We know many of you are not on the Kim bandwagon, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I get it. But
I'm fair to people by who they are, you know, and what they're saying. Jordan, he's just being a freaking sellout, a mooch, a money grabber, a shill. Yeah. That's all I see, you know.
Yeah, that's all I see, and we're not gonna poo on any of our sisters and brothers for who they like, and all we do is ask the same respect in return. We have opinions, and we try not to, you know, make it a point. But Breaking Points is just getting worse and worse and worse. What do we have here?
Getting worse. It's been worse. I have a puke bag around here that has the Breaking Points logo on it, and I've had it for 2 years. Come on.
I know.
I
And people
know.
say, but Crystal.
That's the boomer in you. I want to shake that boomer out of you and say, stop watching this stupid shit. This is how you fell for CNN. This is how you fell for MSNBC.
I didn't fall for CNN or MSNBC.
At some point you did.
What, back when I was 5?
I did. I admit it.
When I was 5 years old?
When you were 5. Ted Turner wasn't even kicking it out then.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
We got new $1 bills? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a new $1 bill.
Sadly, it's true.
I think it's a 20. Just ask the gas pump machine that took my money the other day.
Yep.
So we've got Americans, and value of $1 is up in smoke. And don't come up with me with the MMT because I know what you're talking about. I'm not.
Yeah. We don't want to talk.
I don't even want to argue about that. You know?
we don't. We understand MMT. I'm very good friends with Steve Grumbine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, Disney. What?
Oh, this is Brent Pella and
JP
Spears.
And then Biden in the never-ending pro-war propaganda. Okay, here we go. Brent and JP.
Hey, hi! Are you a corporation struggling with a sensible business model that does nothing but generate raving fans and massive profits? Well, we can help with that. We're the woke corporate consultants. The past year has proven that when a corporation goes woke, they succeed at losing a dramatic amount of business while protecting themselves from profits. We'll help you position your products in a way that'll make your customers leave. That'll save you their money. Thanks to implementing our wokest strategies, CNN Plus was able to successfully burn through $300 million and go out of business after just 3 weeks. Believe it or not, that's not easy to do. But with our help, your results can be just as terrible. Many companies simply want to make money and provide goods and services to the people. But oftentimes, these companies become far too successful and need to find a way to slow down. And we don't want you to be left behind in slowing down. Want to go broke? Here's how. Just take a look at Netflix, for example. We advise them to create a show about a pregnant man that's rich in radical ideologies and void of any artistic merit. We helped Netflix lose 200,000 subscribers and $50 billion from its market cap. They'll probably be able to do even better at losing more subscribers when we pitch them our new show idea about a pregnant baby. Disney is another great example. They've used the hand of wokeness to set the bar so low it's hard to go any lower. Where they've succeeded is by pressuring children with a sexualized agenda. It's proven to be an effective strategy to help their stock value drop by $34 billion. Approximately 0.3% of Americans love Disney's woke ways of sexualizing children. That's also coincidentally the same amount of pedophiles in the country. And a pro tip for companies on social media. Make sure you tweet out hashtags that have absolutely nothing to do with your business. A couple of examples we recommend using are Believe All Women, Defund the Police, and Biden 2024. Has your company denounced all Russian people yet? Do you have the Ukrainian flag in your Twitter bio? Do you insist that all your customers tattoo the Ukrainian flag onto their chests? If not, then it's like you're not even trying to lose market.
Burn.
That's a long one. That one dropped today. I say go watch that one.
Yeah, go watch it. Then we've got this one, which is really great. I like this. I think it's almost right. What do you think? Where do
I can see the studio right now.
Where do you see yourself in 6 to 12 months? And it's got the Patriot, and then the was that the Azov Battalion back there, or what is that?
Yeah, that's been running on my Facebook for a couple of days now. The comments are hilarious because apparently a lot of people relate to that.
Yeah, well, I wonder why. We've got we got another United spot. Is that what this is?
Yes, I know. I was United spot heavy tonight, but they're so funny. I mean, the last two have made me laugh.
All right, we're getting towards the Steve Cutler moment here, and a couple of slides down. Stick
Do
around.
I agree
Great
Putin
song.
is Hitler? No, I don't agree Putin is Hitler.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, it's that time. Time for what? You know, what we told you. Wait, what? What'd you tell me? Gosh damn it, Joe. You seriously can't remember? Come on, man.
If it ain't on the teleprompter, anyways. You see? This is why it's time, Joe.
I still say it should be me instead of Nancy.
Hey, let me tell you something, all right? I am the House Speaker, right? And I'll be judged if anyone is going to be president besides me.
Hey! I thought I was gonna be the first female president!
Shut up, Kamala!
Well, how are we gonna get Joe out of the White House? He still believes he's president!
You leave that to me. I've got it all figured out.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What do you want to see me about?
I have something very important to ask you, Joe.
Alright, what is it?
What letter am I thinking about right now?
3?
That's right. Now, what number am I thinking about?
Potato?
That's right. Good job, Joe.
I did it. So, do I get a medal or something, or?
No, Joe, no. But you do get to advance to the next round. All right?
Yeah? What's the next round?
I want you to go see Obama, all right?
Can I bring a teleprompter?
No, you can't bring a teleprompter.
Come on, man.
Hey, so listen. If you pass this test, you'll stay president. But if you fail, they won't be president anymore.
Wait a minute. I'm president?
Go see Obama, Joe.
Well, what do I do when I get there?
Use the force. Use the force.
The force?
Yes.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Can I help you?
Yeah, I reckon I'll have something to eat.
All right, what do you want?
You got any biscuits?
We don't have no biscuits.
What kind of biscuits you got?
We don't have no biscuits.
All right, what do you like?
You see Trump dancing in the background.
Michelle likes the corn dogs, but I like the French fries the best.
French fried potatoes. that sounds good.
So you'll have the French fries in?
Are French fries onion rings?
Nope. French fries are potatoes.
Damn it, I need my teleprompter. I'm gonna fail this test. Hey, where are you going? Did I pass the test? Do I still get to be governor?
Shit. That was bad.
The governor.
That was bad. Trump in the background dancing was
Yeah,
quite
sling. Oh, my sling blade. Yeah, that was sling blade.
That's, by the way, just a little weather report here. European heat wave, Spain, intense heat today in central Spain with many May records beaten in both Castillas and Catalonia. Some important ones include 36.2 Celsius and our Duraca, 36.3 Celsius. Lida temperatures exceed 37 Celsius, even above 700 ASL tomorrow records are expected. So Spain's burning up, just along with everybody else. I think it's going to come to Australia here in a few more months because their winters are summer, right? In Australia.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now we're coming into summer, but yeah, they have terrible fires in their winter season, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty horror show. It's that time again. It is time for
Steve Cutler.
Steve
Yay.
Cutler
Time to
live.
grab me the vape. Where's the vape? Got the vape.
Where's the vape? Thank you, Steve Cutler. Every week, Steve's here with some entertainment for us. We so appreciate it.
Well, we all need someone we can lean on. And if you want to, honey, you can lean on me. Yeah, we all need someone we can lean on. And if you want it, you can lean on me. She said my breath, they will always be open. She said, baby, you can rest your weary head right on me. And there will always be a space in my parking lot when you need a little coke and sympathy. Well, we all need someone we can dream on. And if you want it, baby, you can dream on me. you junk my health and scented jasmine tea. Oh, she knifed me in my dirty, filthy basement with that jaded, faded, junkie nurse. Oh, what pleasant company. Well, we all need someone we can bleed on. And if you want to, Mama, why don't you bleed on me? Well, we all need someone we can bleed on. And if you want it, baby, you can bleed on me. I said, bleed it alright. Yeah, bleed it alright. Yeah, bleed it alright. You can bleed all over me. Yeah, I said, bleed it alright. Yeah, bleed it alright. You want to be my rider? You can go all over me. I said we all need someone we can dream on. And if you want it, baby, well, you can dream on me. Yeah, we all need someone we can dream on. And if you want to, you can cream on me.
Love it. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah,
and make sure you guys are checking out the after party over at Leave It to Stever. Is that on Lucky Burritos or is it on Steve's channel?
Yeah,
you guys drop the link. Drop the link
drop
for
the
sure.
link, yeah, for sure. Thanks so much, Steve. Always love it.
I gotta admit, I was tuned in a couple of times this week, and I couldn't chat, but I was listening.
Yeah, I've been
crack me up.
I haven't been busy at all, so I've been chatting up a storm. Actually, no, I say goodnight so people know I was there. But yeah, I love going over. Mellowing out. Thanks again, Steve Cutler Live, and check out Fearlessly Authentic with Lucky Burrito and Leo and
It's fun.
And what do we have here? Stoner Corner.
Stoner Corner. Let's see. I lost where I was at. I was busy giving wrenches away. I'm just in a wrench giving mood.
All right.
Holler at me if you want a wrench. Let's see. Stoner Corner says, you've heard of Hot Summer Girl. Allow me to introduce you to slightly chubby Mom Summer. We got weed, snacks, and we're fresh out of fucks. Get on our level. Yeah, you can join us. And let's see. Marijuana won't kill you, but the DEA might.
Yeah.
Yeah, you honest. Yeah. Honestly, weed just helps me sleep at night. Also, me at 8 a.m.
Yeah, I love it. That's the way to do it. Now that's a bong, right there.
That is a bong.
Days. I miss those days. Get up and have a bong.
I've got a bong. I got a bong sitting right next to me, a huge one.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. All right, here we go. This is going to be the controversial part of the show. We are bringing something probably once at least. This is Welcome to Meat Suit Theater. I know I popped it out there a little bit today, and then I got a little... I don't know what it was. But anyway, Meat Suit Theater starring Chanda, Pasta, and Pat, the Batman fan. We hope you guys enjoy this. It was a little bit to get this to work, but I think it came out pretty doggone good.
No, you did great.
Here we go. All right. Well, that didn't work out so well.
That didn't work. So let's explain to people what's going on with our Boomer Blast and the trouble we're having. Yeah.
It's a good
and
time.
your opinion, your guys' opinion. We need your opinion.
Yeah. Do you guys enjoy these Boomer Blasts? Do you want us to keep doing them? Would you like us to do something else? Are you tired of the refaces? It's the court here. What does the jury say?
Yeah.
So,
is it worth us taking copyright claims on these, and getting shut down. I mean, they potentially could just make the screen go black and you won't hear or see anything until we're done with the clip and then we come back up, right? Is that what they normally do?
Yeah, sometimes, or they could cuck your whole stream. So
sometimes they just take our whole
We're not
stream.
trying to steal other people's creative stuff. We're, like I said, we're trying to do satire on this. And this is a big issue with the tubes. And we don't want to make the tubes mad at us. But yeah, let us know. Let us know, what do you think? Yeah, you love these. Cirrus loves them. Yeah, they lose me, honestly. That's Groot. Yeah.
And see, that's what I was like, I think we lose a lot of people on them. I think some of you guys love them and I think some of you guys don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to make a show that is for you guys, what you guys love, the things that we've brought over the years, the segments that we've kind of got used to doing. So
yeah,
last one made me laugh.
I think my thing is we want to make original content and stuff. And the deep fakes have always been something that we've done. But, if we can figure out a way to do original content that's entertaining and fun at the same time, and you could help us with that, let us know. Really, truly. Because, again, we're not, so these people put the stuff on to be monetized so they can make money.
Well, I don't care about that because we're not going to be monetized by what we talk about. We talk about, things that are controversial, conspiracy theories, whatever. So we're already I don't want to change. I mean, if we're taking copyright strikes, but our content is still going out, I don't care if we're not making money off of it because we can clip it and we can edit it and start putting clips out that will make money.
Yeah, we just want to bring
it's not worth changing who we are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kate says no. Don't do it if it's going to get you copyrights. But so much stuff. We're getting better about like our closing songs. We don't take copyright claims very often on the closing songs. It's just been the boomer blasts lately that have been giving them to us. And if I do a reface and it bring in sound with it, we'll take them for that. I have to bring in the refaces as gifts and we have to put our own sound over them.
Yeah, one of the things, and you can say it's a criticism, but it's not because it's meant with all the love in the world. Some of our sisters and brothers are doing shows that aren't sustainable because it's the same thing over and over again. We don't want to get in that rut. We want to evolve and change and be more.
Well, and we're not like that. We're not just one of those sit down and talk to you type of shows. We've always been visual. Yeah, we've always been visual. We've always been interactive with our chat. Yeah, I think we're kind of different that way.
Yeah. So I'm getting no risks. I'm getting Yeah, and I'll review these, but yeah, I got copyrighted constantly for playing covers. Yes, Steve, that is true.
You can't have any backtracks. Now, that's a problem with a lot of the covers, especially like karaoke, is they take original backtracks from the musicians.
Right.
So that's why a lot of ours are so different from the original. They got to have their own instruments. They got to be playing them themselves. They got to be singing. And even then, a lot of times, if they're too close,
they'll copyright you for saying the words to these songs.
Yeah. We've got copyrighted for
and
words.
That's the thing. So we're going to have to figure out, if we had more production people and more people giving us ideas, that would be helpful. But yeah, we do want to
our two little brains are smoking trying to come up with all this
stuff. Is the serious talk here because reason why I had to
Things are changing. We're growing.
Yeah, reason why I had to stop that, and I will make it available to anybody on request if they want to watch the thing. It's 4 minutes. I might dump it on Rockfin or Rumble so you can watch it.
It's always fun to make fun of Pasta.
Yeah, and Pasta's, like I said, he's a great sport with this stuff. And I try and put him in a good light and a funny light and everything else. But anyway, we just want to have that. It doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter, Steve. It's just, what side of the bed they get up on. Covers shouldn't count. I agree.
No, you're right.
They shouldn't count. But the artists themselves, who did Cheeseburger in Paradise? Buffett. He was
Buffett.
He was brutal about that. If somebody said the words to his song, he would want royalties or to shut him down.
Oh, you see that when I go to look for a song, like say if I went for a Rush song, or there's some that've got their stuff seriously on lockdown. There's not even covers that you get dinged for, but others just depends on who their record company was, and if is it BMI who owns it? Is it Sony who owns it? Oh, I spend a good portion of my day looking at copyrights to make sure.
And they're going to figure out how to do it on Rumble and Rockfin on these other platforms too. So
they already do on Twitch. You'll get shut down fast for copyright on Twitch.
So original content is the only thing we can do, and then again, these artists are out there trying to make a living. So I don't know what to say.
Ew, Buffett's another pal of Epstein's. Why am I not shocked? I was at a Buffett concert in New Orleans. I was at Jazz Festival in New Orleans, and I was surrounded with all these people, and they were like, I think I smell reefer. And I was like, you're at a damn Buffett concert. What the hell are you talking about? Like,
for sure.
I think you're in the wrong place, lady.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll dump this. I'll dump this on a platform that doesn't get so nasty about it.
Just load it up on Rockfin.
Yeah,
Rockfin, they don't care.
I'll do it, but I'm not encouraging anything. I don't want to break any rules because we're just brand new to this with these guys. So anyway,
we are rule breakers. Stop it.
It's really it's fun little.
It's by our nature.
And to the original
rule
artists, we apologize, but you guys watch the original. It's great. So anyway, moving right along. Hollyweird. So remember, I reported on Wendy Williams and the whole Guardian, where they were putting her into a guardianship, much like Britney Spears, and taking control of her $70 million empire. Yeah.
Okay, well, this week, all these reports came out, like from some of the shit-lib, like TMZ, gossip type, rag mag type areas that are mainstream, saying Wendy won her case. But when you went and actually read the court papers, Wendy didn't win her case at all. And go ahead and play this, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, here we go.
Access to our millions after court appoints financial guardian and ends nasty bank lawsuit. That means that there was an independent person that the court approved to actually evaluate Wendy's mental capacity. Wendy was found lacking. If you don't know, to actually have a guardian appointed, it is a high burden to meet. Charlie Sheen, when he was drugged out of his mind, never once did they ask, could you manage their money? Robin Williams, God bless his soul, never once asked, can you manage your money? So many people we can think of. I'm not even right now in the mind to go on. Hollywood people have been out of their minds, literally insane, and they can manage their money. Oddly enough, this only really comes up a lot with women. You guys all know the biggest case, Britney Spears, right? Britney Spears spent 13 years trying to break a conservatorship, a guardianship over her money. Never mind that she could work, that she was paying everybody, that everybody was eating off of her. It took her 13 years to break free.
Okay, so basically they put Wendy in a conservator guardianship is what they're calling it. And they wouldn't allow her son, Kevin, to be the guardian. Basically, Wells Fargo's advisor, that was her money manager, got in a fight with her. They got in a fight with her, and Wells Fargo literally said, okay, well, you got in a fight with the person that we sent to manage your money because your money makes us fucking money. We have a say in what you're doing. They took her to court. They locked her out of all of her accounts. She couldn't pay her bills. She couldn't even check her balance on any of her accounts. They're managing her whole entire money market. I mean, like, we're talking millions and millions. And she may not be healthy, but she has the right to spend her money any fucking way she wants to. She made it. It's hers. And I am so freaking over this shit where any woman that's having a little bit of a mental break, they got to take her money. Is this the freaking late 1800s? I mean, what the fuck?
No, I think the thing for me is since when is the damn bank?
Yeah, it's because the bank makes money.
The banks are out of control. We need a public bank in this country or a state bank for each state. I don't care. But these big giant banks, they need to go. They need to go. I said, and these institutions like Goldman Sachs and all the rest of them.
It's so dirty. It's so corrupt. Filthy. Like, you have a ton of money. We don't like what you're doing with it. So we're going to send an advisor. And if you don't listen to the advisor, we'll just go to court and take your money from you.
It's one more way of just kettling us into being.
Who is she, Julie? Who is she? She is a very famous talk show host, almost on the Oprah level. She's had a talk show for 10 years on Fox News. She did radio in New York for quite a few years.
She's
kind of the gossip queen.
Yeah.
She's
just one of those. And why do we care about this? Because for me, it's the banks. And she's a privileged person. She's worked for what she's got. No different than everybody else, but
Wendy's been through it. I give Wendy props.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. So again, it's not like Bezos and Musk and the rest of Gates and the rest of them who are just doing their thing. They've done their thing. But anyway, it's bullshit.
Dude, her husband cheated on her, had an affair, and knocked up his mistress and had a baby. And she had to find out about it in the tabloids.
Yeah.
She's been doing a show every morning for 10 years, on national TV. She needed a break. They wouldn't give her a break. It's just been a terrible story. It's like another Britney Spears. Have you seen Britney lately, guys? I told you she was going to go wild once she got off that conservatorship. And yeah, check out her Twitter. Oh my God. She doesn't wear clothes anymore.
Ho ho. Actors standing next to their stunt doubles. You want to explain this to me?
Well, just look at the very bottom one.
Oh shit. I didn't look at that. Man, I need to pay attention. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. Wow. Barack. We have
a lot of people don't care for Wendy, but still, they don't have the right to come in and steal her money from her.
Yeah, and that's just part of being a variety show, guys. We're going to bring everything, including Hollywood, and we can't stand Hollywood's writing has just been horrible as usual. I love this. You refaced us on this.
Yes,
and potentially we could get copyrighted for this. Is that right?
I think if the sound was up, we would, but because I turned them to GIFs. Then that's why, no, they're not a video. They don't come in as a video. It's just a GIF, so it's not triggering the algorithm.
If we're actually
I don't know. I'm learning.
If we're promoting these artists' work, their original work through our satire and stuff, I still don't get it. It's like
we try to give credit on almost every card. I mean, I bring you guys the sites, I bring you the links, I bring you the names of the artists. We're here to prop up what they're doing, and
and we shout them out. Well, I will not put them in the rundown though, because that's just like
we don't put anything in our rundown. We don't even put our own shit in our rundown.
That's just an algorithm killer. So we don't do that. What's the movie tonight?
The movie is called Soup Stop.
Soup.
Kind of futuristic.
Soup Stop. Okay, here we go.
Stop.
Soup Stop.
What? ありがとうございます。
What?
ありがとうございます。
What? ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。 ありがとうございます。 ありがとうございます。 ありがとうございます。 ありがとうございます。
What?
I guess he shouldn't have stopped for soup.
I guess not.
But soup stops. Maybe that's going to be a future thing. Like,
I think
just
it is.
a stop for soup.
It's a soup kitchen. I mean, we're on the precipice of having a major food shortage this season.
Yes, we are.
I mean, we haven't been able to plant shit this year. So
I know. I haven't got anything. It's so cold out. Every time I go out there, it's still cold. Yeah, it's dry. We don't have enough water. Like,
no, it's terrible. So we're at that time of the show.
We are.
So you've got something coming on. Is this Monday?
Yeah, join Farron and I for another CC Gals, because that's what we call it, but you all know what it means. And we have got the tea. We have got so much dirt and so much scoop on the Johnny Depp case. You know, I have been embroiled in that case. We've been embroiled in that case now for 3 weeks. It's better writing, better TV than anything we've seen in freaking years from any of the network TV. And maybe it was made to be that way. I don't know. But we go down some deep rabbit holes. So we bring you tidbits that nobody else is talking about. And you guys are wrapped up. I got to tell you, I can't believe how many of you have been reaching out to us talking about this case. You guys are watching too. So apparently we're not the only ones. But yeah, Monday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard.
Yeah, I don't know what we got going the rest of the week. I think we have a Beauty and the Boomer shorts scheduled for Tuesday. I will.
My birthday.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a big birthday party.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that because I think Convo's off on Monday and Tuesday. So I won't be like dead. So I hope,
that's good.
I hope so. Beauty and Boomer shorts, and then Miss Amber King. I think she's due next Friday, right? For
next Friday is her Brave New Future.
And then hopefully we'll be back with some new stuff and different stuff on Beauty and the Boomer next week. And we appreciate any input. If you guys want to send us an email, what's the email address? Is it roarmedialive@gmail.com?
You can do Beauty and the Boomer After Dark @gmail.com, or you can do roarmedialive@gmail.
Okay, yeah. So Beauty and the Boomer After Dark, the whole word, or roarmedialive@gmail.com. Send us some ideas because, frankly, we need to change it up. It's time, so we need to add new and fun stuff to it. Yeah. And we're not out to steal our brothers and sisters, our sisters and brothers, their fire, because they're doing some good reporting, good news, good opinion. Everything else, we just want Saturday night to be cool and relaxed and have a smoke.
And fun and laughy and the memes. I know you guys say you love the memes. I love the memes too. I just want to do a show where we just talk about memes.
Yeah. So as far as the Boomer Blast,
thanks for all the birthday wishes, guys.
Yeah, or the refaces, we'll see what we can do. Switch them up a little bit. And what are we going out with tonight?
Oh, we got a great closer tonight. This is Tool cover by Sterling R. Jackson. Man, he does a great job. I don't think we'll get dinged for it.
I hope not. Anyway, Thank you so much, everybody in the chat.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting?
Am I forgetting something? Let me check.
It's nice outside. You guys get outside. I was out. I went and took a big walk today. So nice out.
Kamshari, Kate, thank you for the Super Ray over there, Kate. And thank you for your support on everything. Everybody, we appreciate it. Check out Steve Cutler's after show, and maybe Pat the Batman fan will have us something.
Hey Jenna, is it your birthday too, Jenna? I think it's your birthday, Jenna.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Bob Dylan, he's born on my birthday. I know.
Yeah.
I share birthday with Dylan.
Chanda, you're going to be 38 on Tuesday?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're
all right.
funny.
Good night, everybody. Thanks. Great show. I hope you
have a great weekend.
The outro tonight is pre-produced, so hopefully it'll be good and you enjoy it. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.